Hey y'all, and welcome to Watch Cheryl Scrap Live for National Scrapbooking Day, our weekend celebration. Today is Saturday, May 2nd. It's 2 p.m. Eastern. This is the second session that I'll have. The final one is Monday, and it is at noon, I believe. Yeesh. How am I always forgetting that?
No, 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
1 p.m. Eastern. 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern.
Okay, 1 p.m. All right.
Kayla has a scrap at 3 after us, and that's the one that's at noon Pacific. I'm like, no, we don't have a noon.
Gotcha. Yeah, okay. So I've got both screens showing. Can everybody see okay? Trying to get feedback because, Courtney and I talked about it and I kind of figured out how to do it. And so,
the Disney Scrap with Cheryl layouts, they should be in her gallery, right? Did you post them?
You just want the
I can show you where the templates are. I'll go grab them. Those are the magical moment ones, right? Or magical something.
Oh, she wants the videos, I bet. Hang on. We'll just pop over there real quick.
Yes, they are side by side. If you happen to be on a double screen, you can actually pull it larger to spread across both your screens too. For those of us that are that lucky.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
So when you go to Watch Cheryl Scrap on YouTube, when you get there, you'll go to my playlist, and then I have one for all my Disney layouts. It's just called Disney Layouts. Well, I don't want that. View full playlist. All right, so then that will show you all the ones, and those, the Magical Memories one, it's this one, and yeah, I think it's the nighttime magic, and there was one before that.
Is it A World of Laughter?
A World of Laughter. Yeah.
Okay.
Those two. 688 and 685. But there's here, I'll pop the playlist.
I put the two templates in there, the dressed up and dressed down versions, and then I just dropped Cheryl's layout that's in the actual TLP gallery. That's the World of Laughter one.
Yeah. Yeah, so you can see me making those, and there's the link for the playlist for you in there as well. So, okay, I'm going to close that out. Last night, I scrapped with Rachel Jeffries, one of her products, and I finished it up, and the video will be posted probably about the same time I post this one. But this is the left side. I did not use the template, just in case you weren't here last night. And then this is the other side, the pocket page here. So super cute. Ended up, and this is, I made some changes to it, but not a whole lot. It was pretty much ready to go. So I'm going to close those out though, because today I am going to scrap with the Rituals collabs. So, and really I'm just going to focus on the blog hop one, which is the morning rituals. And if you did miss the blog hop, you can grab this for $5, which is a great deal because there's a bunch of stuff in here.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's an amazing deal.
Yeah. So I did go ahead, because last night was a little disjointed with the scrap. So I went ahead and got my photos ready, and this is just a Sunday morning breakfast in January. of 2019. Nothing extraordinary, just sometimes we, just sitting at the table. So I'm gonna be using these along with this template that comes in there, and it is, there's 3 templates in this particular part of the main collab.
Julie, that Tonga toast looks so fabulous. She made
Tonga
the,
toast.
it's a Disneyland recipe or Disney World recipe. Yeah. We
So,
made the grilled cheese that they've shared the other week. We had to substitute different cheeses because of course we didn't have all the right cheeses and we weren't going to the store,
right.
but it was fabulous.
Yeah, you're like, yes.
I'm like, that spoiled me for grilled cheeses for a while. It was really rich, but it was so good. Now I'm like, ooh, let's add this to the recipe.
Okay.
Janelle, if you have any questions, ask. We like to answer anything that you need.
Yep. I'm kind of gonna just kind of go slow today, I think. I'm
That
feeling
works.
slow.
Slow is okay.
It's one of those, not like sometimes I'm like, oh, I have to do all the things and, want to rush through but no, I'm just kind of enjoying the entire process.
You should, Angela. It's really kind of fun to capture your morning routine because it can change. I mean, it'll be weird because it'll feel like it's the same. And then I'll look back on like 2 or 3 years ago and I'm like, huh, we've actually changed a little bit since when we used to be.
Yeah.
All right. So Cheryl, let's see. I posted the blog hop that she's using, where it's for sale in the store in case you didn't get a chance to hop. And then she's on PSCC. And then, are you using AC/DC? Looks like it.
Yes.
Okay.
Just because when I'm organizing in Lightroom, but when you use it, dragging the stuff from the catalog is a pain in the patootie.
Can I tell you, I heard that works with Macs, and it kind of ticked me off to hear that, just because I don't have a Mac. Like, but that's not fair.
I'm like, come on.
Yeah, come on, give the PC user some loves. That's actually, I think, the reason I'm still using AC/DC.
If it was drag and drop, I would be happily in Lightroom right now.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I think it's cute because you're like, I'm quitting AC/DC, and then you're like, oh, except for this, and except for this, and but it makes me laugh because you just got me using AC/DC, so I'm like, wait a second.
Wait, why did she do that?
Why did she get me using it? I need you to do me a lesson on how to use it because I don't think I use it to a good extent. But then you tell me you don't use it, so maybe not. I don't know.
I mean, I still do. Like if I wanted to see, I like to do this a lot with it. So I have all the pieces of the rituals collab here, but they're afternoon, evening, and morning. So if I wanted to see everything together, I like to come over to categories, and then I can just add, rituals, TLP collab, and then I can highlight these folders and just drag that category over the top of them, and I add the items from the folder in its subfolders to the category and press OK, and it's done. So now when I click the Rituals TLP collab, it shows me everything in all those folders without me having to go in and out of folders.
Yes, and I love that.
Love, 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 love.
That's actually one of the reasons why I started using it. Ooh, Sarah's mind has been blown already. Our work here is done.
So that's fabulous, but I am going to be focusing just on the morning for this one right here, I think. Okay, did I use the wrong, I think I used the wrong picture. Let's see.
Ooh, Artisan has something like that too, that our Disney Cheryl uses for BYOC. You know, I do something like that for BYOC. I'll label all of them like with a BYOC tag, and then that way I can go back and find just BYOC, like she did in ACDC. But I'll label my folders that way too. But I also will give it that tag so I can do the same thing. Oh,
Okay.
I hate when categories and subcategories get out of hand. I kind of think sometimes I do that with Lightroom. In my attempt to be able to
Yes.
find a photo later, I end up with some weird categories. I've actually just started putting stories into the metadata, Cheryl. I really have been enjoying
Oh,
that. So like if
very
there's a random
interesting.
photo and I'm like, I am never going to remember why I took this funny photo. So
Right.
like when we went to a cemetery the one day, a bird decided to poop on my son's arm. I have no idea how he had his arm that it managed to poop on like the underside of his elbow. But I'm
You're
like,
like,
if you look at this
how?
photo, you're in 10 years, I'm going to be like, why did I take a photo of that? But I took a photo of it because it was absolutely hilarious because he'd been goofing off. And the next thing he knows, here's this bird. All of a sudden
This
he's like,
bird.
oh, there's bird poop on me. Oh my
And
gosh.
you're like,
And we have
no.
this running joke that whenever we go to the cemetery, like this is the same cemetery that my brother was oh so amazing and managed to cut his head with we call them pussy willows, but my mom called them something else, brush something or other. But he managed to cut his head with one when they were sword fighting. And then there was
Yeah.
another time that they were checking out the creek and one of them managed to fall in. I mean, and the creek is like maybe 2 inches, but it's
Yeah.
mud. So it's just like there's little things like that that I just start laughing. And so that's one of the reasons I'm like, some of these photos, I don't remember why I took them, or I'm luckily I can. And I'm like, I'm never going to remember that in 5 years though. So
All right. So just so y'all know what I'm doing here, I like both of these papers. So this paper is by Little Butterfly Wings, and I like it, but I also want to have some of the oranges and reds and greens that I see in this paper. So I'm going to come up here to the blend modes, and you can, click on one and then you can just kind of scroll through. I think I'm going to go with darken because it's not too dark, It
you've
looks
really
a
been
lot
playing
like
with the blend mode lately.
I have, haven't I?
You
With
have. I like it.
darken. Yeah, I'm gonna go with darken, but I mean, you can get some really cool changes by blending papers together. Like, look at that, totally changed.
Amy says she's totally guilty of blending papers together on almost every layout.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with darken. I like that.
I
Looks
like
pretty
that.
cool.
It does look cool.
I don't like these are the stamps. They're part of my template. But I still like this stamp, so I'm gonna cut that out, this little piece right here, off of that stamp, and I'll just use my marquee tool and make a selection, and then I'll right click inside of it, and I have a choice to layer via copy or cut, and I'm gonna actually cut it so that I can turn it off and on, and I can also move it. So if I want to move it somewhere where I can see it a little bit better, maybe over to this side now, and then I can make it a little bit smaller too. Okay, so we'll go there. Does anybody have any questions about how I did that, or did I lose everybody?
Nope, we're
Please.
here.
Okay, I was like, oh my gosh,
I was
did it
waiting to
drop
see if there's
again?
questions. No, Angela's trialing a new software from Affinity. And she said it has loads more blending modes than the one she's used to.
Mm.
What did you cut that off of? Liz, she cut it off of the layer that had that stamp with the other stamp on it.
Yeah, hold on just a second and I'll pull in the template so you can see. Okay, so here's my layout, obviously. And here's the template. And the there's a stamp layer. Hello, Cheryl, grab the right one. So it has the checklist stamp, and it has the stamp with this, I don't know, looks like Moroccan tile to me, but I wanted to move that checklist to the other side. So I just used the rectangular marquee tool to draw a square around it, like this. And then you click inside of it, and you get a few options here, but I chose layer via cut. And what that does is it, go back in here so you can see my layers, it puts that checklist with a little bit of that on there, you know, the other stamp on there. And then I just moved it to the other side. And you're not going to be able to see that stamp that got cut off. It's going to kind of be hiding behind there. And on the layout, you can't see where I cut it off either. That's kind of
So
blending
Liz,
in.
it's on its own layer, but it was on its own layer with that other stamp. So that's what
Yeah,
she
they
pulled
weren't
off.
separate. Yeah. All right. So I want this to say, my Sunday mornings look like this. So I'm just gonna duplicate. I'm gonna grab the text and that word strip, and I'm gonna pull that up there, and then I'm just gonna change that to say Monday. How about Blur's Day right now, right?
Totally Blur's Day.
Okay, so my Sunday mornings look like
Lisa, that's
this.
such a bummer. She ordered a computer in February. It finally shipped and it got lost right before it got to her. So now she's
No.
being told she's not getting another one until July. So
And you
Angela,
know, right now it's just not any fun. Oh, wait a second. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna turn that off because I want to pull this in. Yeah,
I
that's what I'm
downloaded
talking about.
the Affinity to try it and then I just gave up on it because I didn't know what I was doing and I'm like, I don't have time for this.
Ooh, I like that much better, right? My Sunday morning.
Ooh, I like it.
And actually, I'm
I
gonna
love
change
those
that
scripty
to
words.
say, I'm gonna say my Sunday morning. Oop, edit. Okay, and link them. So a lot of times in my templates, I link things together so that if you move something that's supposed to be together, you don't have to worry about grabbing both layers. But if, like when I changed that from mornings to morning, it's now not centered in the word strip. And sometimes I don't care. Sometimes I want it to look like I cut it, you know, not perfect, but everything is centered right now. So I need to make sure I select both of those and then get that centered. Okay, my Sunday morning
We have a lot of
looked.
Affinity users, Angela, in our in the forum. There's a lot of people using Affinity. I think my problem is I'm taking a class where I have to use Illustrator right now and InDesign for school. And so it's really a struggle to use Affinity and to try and learn Affinity while I'm also having to remember to use this for school. It is on the PC, Kayla. They have a 3-month trial right now if you wanted to try it out. It is on the iPad too, but they do have a full PC program. They're trying to match, it's Lightroom. Angela, correct me where I'm wrong, but it's Lightroom and Photoshop, and then is it Illustrator's the third program? But they call it Photo and Publisher and Designer.
Mm.
But they have a 3-month trial, I think still available right now if you go and download it. So you can try it out and see if you like it. Until the 20th. Yeah, I know a lot of people have liked it, especially going from, what's the other program? Not Adobe, but, oh gosh, now I can't
Procreate,
remember. No, Artisan. That's it.
Artisan. Mm.
Going from
Yes.
Artisan to Affinity has been good for some people. I know. I've seen that. I saw that discussion somewhere. Who knows? Maybe it's in my head.
All right, so I'm just going to add a few little extra pieces because I can. Yes. There's so much fun stuff in here.
There is. Like, it's huge. There's fun word out. There's fun paints.
I mean, if you miss the blog hop, $5 is just it's a steal.
It really is.
Speaking of steals, we talked
it's
about
not
it some
as
last
good
night.
as $2 templates from Cheryl, but it's pretty close.
Well, that's what we were talking. I was just fixing to say. I decided to put my former National Scrapbooking Day grab bags. So each one of them contains 16 templates, and you have dressed up or dressed down options that you can buy. But the new one for this year has 16 templates, and it's $4.99. But the previous year's templates are, if you didn't pick up those grab bags, they're $1.99 each. But check your stash because the templates that are included in those grab bags are sold separately, so you want to make sure you're not, double purchasing. But at $1.99, it's like a couple of cents per template, right?
That's less than a coffee if you accidentally double purchase.
Yeah. So I don't know. Shopping has helped me in this stay-at-home time. And I'm not talking about spending a lot of money. It's just, sometimes a little pick-me-up, something that'll, pick you up. And
something that'll pick you up.
And so I like it when I get something happy like that. And I wanted to share the happy. It's always cool when you are like, ooh, I wanted that and I didn't get it. And oh my gosh, it's on sale now. I have to get it.
Yes, it's always good when something's on sale. And then I always have to get it. I'm trying to figure out, okay, so my kid's playing music on Google in the other room, and I can hear it, but I'm trying to figure out what song is playing because I don't think I've ever heard this song before. Oh, no. So I'm like, what is he playing in there? He has no idea. He just answered me. What? I have no idea.
I don't know.
Well, it started out as Post Malone, and now it's like, who knows? Kim, the Lilypad site is running slow for me right now. I know that Laura and her tech guy were working on it. Cheryl was talking to him about that.
Last night, yeah, that's why the scrap was a little disjointed because we were trying to do some little troubleshooting. So I think they're still working on it, but I think there's just a lot of traffic too. So yeah, just be patient and don't stress because Laura's always like super good if you miss something because of tech issues. She's always so good to make it right. So
yeah, Kim, it's not just you. So I just posted the link if you wanted to see just the grab bags that Cheryl has offered. You can sproul with that one.
Yeah.
Sproul. You can sproul. I don't even know what word that means.
I'm not
You
sure what that means either, but I kind of
sproul.
like it. What is that? I don't know, but I'm into it.
I don't know. I think it was supposed to be some cross between a scroll and
Yep,
peruse or
scroll.
something.
I love it when new words come up.
Oh, my husband is an English major, and oh my gosh, he makes so much fun of me when I make new words. And for a long
I
time, I
didn't
used
know
to
he
say,
was an English major too.
"Oh yes,
I'm
he
an
is.
English major.
He is." Though sometimes I'll drive him nuts by intentionally mispronouncing words,
The-
just because I know it drives him nuts. But there's times I'll say something, he'll look at me, he's like, "What was that?" I'm like, "Hey, Shakespeare made new words. I can too."
I can do it. Okay,
Oh,
I thought I saw a little staple, but let's see here.
he
Do, do,
doesn't drive me
do.
nuts, really. Disney Cheryl, it's not too bad. And it's been nice when I have English classes because I'll be like, "Hey, honey, can you proof my paper for me?"
Like,
And he's pretty good at
all
it.
right, I'm gonna
Ooh.
throw this little.
Disney Cheryl says she's learned from these live sessions how to move stuff around until she finds the right spot. She never used to do that until watching you do it.
Oh,
Julie, I
sometimes you just gotta move.
Julie, I could ask Google to tell me what song's playing, but I figured it would be really distracting to you guys to hear me suddenly yell, "Hey Google, what song is playing?" You know,
Maybe.
maybe. You guys might be like, "What? What's going on?"
Okay, usually I always take my leaves off, but I like these leaves this time, so I think I may leave them on. I don't know. I like the combo of the paper and the realistic foliage.
You
I
could
don't know.
also um
Apply
figure
style.
style. Yeah, that's the word I wanted. I'm like, what's that word where you make something look cool?
Style. It's a style.
Words are not my friend today. Kim
Word.
Kim says her sister-in-law is a newspaper editor and her daughter-in-law is a professional proofreader slash editor. Needless to say, I'm a bit afraid when I have to put a long think on Facebook or something like that.
You're like, what?
Yeah.
My little son is just too cute. Good day, sunshine.
There have been a lot of pages that Cheryl does that we all want as a temp. It just takes a little while sometimes for her to get it as a template. I think you
Is
can
there a
suggest it in
particular
your
one?
book, though. She can't remember which one it was unless she
Oh,
thinks of
okay.
it.
Okay.
Ooh, I
No
do that
worries.
too. Put bevels on things so they look like thick plastic pieces.
Yeah.
Yep. Or styles. I actually have a style somewhere. Leanne, my major right now is currently something. Web design. I'm like, I changed it. What did I change it to? I took a development class and decided I didn't really care for the development side as much, so I switched it over to the design side. It is a template. It is part of the blog hop.
And
But
obviously
Cheryl's
I'm moving around something I shouldn't be moving around. What is
changed
happening
it
here?
up a little bit.
What?
Oh, Amy uses styles tons on all of your templates. All the little stars, hearts, or sequins.
Yeah.
I love that we get
Okay.
templates in the collabs. Me too.
Yeah.
And there's some cute journal cards in there and stuff. Okay, she was being too quiet. Was she up to anything, Angela, or was it okay?
Oh God. A child is doing something.
A child was too quiet.
A
That's even
child was too quiet. What has happened? I just love these little stickers that Sarah Gleason has. They're so cute.
What are
Look
the
at
other,
them.
the little icon
I love
stickers
it.
too? Are those
Yeah,
hers? Those are so cute. I
yeah,
made my own journal card with them.
they're so cute. Okay, I'm gonna add this over here, I think.
Oh, secret listening of a YouTube channel. Yeah, that's a problem.
What?
She was secretly listening to a YouTube channel, not allowed without
Uh,
supervision. Yeah,
mm,
I don't. I
yeah.
like YouTube, but oh man, I hate YouTube too.
I'm so glad my son's almost 15, but at the same time, do you know that you can, are you a PC user?
Yes. Hmm.
Have you used the Microsoft Family? You can limit websites.
No,
Um,
I use Google Family currently on the old cell phone we let him use.
yeah, but try I, bleh, I
But
have words. They're there. They're not
I
coming
have
out.
words. I have good words too.
I have good words, very good words. Yeah, um, because the
I want them
issues
to
that we're
order.
having right now is the schooling at home. And so
Hmm.
Daniel is used to his desk. That is the place where he relaxes. He draws,
Hmm.
writes. That's where he does all his gaming. And so to get him to do online schooling is difficult. So, and we also have the issue of since his computer is now in his room, he likes to get up after we've gone to bed.
Mm.
And when I'm sleeping, I can't police him. But Microsoft can, and it will turn it off. He can't use it. He can ask for additional time, but it, you know, if I'm not awake, I can't give it to him. Yep. So
Yeah, that's how it is on um the Google Family thing that I have.
yeah.
Does Microsoft
No.
Family cost money?
No. Oh,
Aw,
did you hear that?
no.
Hi.
Ah, kitty cat.
I have 20 minutes left. I can't hold you right now, sweetheart. I know.
Judy says she has to work in her creative space now too, and it really sucks.
She huffed at me.
She
She
huffed at
said,
you.
yeah. She went, I'm like, we're not playing that.
Oh, that's cool. Angela turns off her Wi-Fi at 10 p.m. so nobody can get on it.
Dude, harsh.
You know what though? I read that and I go, that would probably be good for me because then I wouldn't stay up too late hanging out on the computer and stuff.
All right, so I think I'm staying here. Oh, geez, no, I have one more thing. I got my little flare.
Renee says she's glad she doesn't have to worry about that kind of stuff. You know, it's hard because you'll be like, they're watching a channel that's okay, and then it'll like do that auto recommend thing, and it'll
Yeah.
take them to a channel that's not okay. But it takes like I read once that it's like 5 videos to soft porn on YouTube or something. Like if you just let it do the
Oh,
recommendations, it takes hardly any time to get to something that they allow, but you probably wouldn't allow in your house. Yeah, I hate auto recommend for me too.
that is just stinky.
Jen
Sorry.
shuts off her daughter's iPad so she'll stop reading without checking the time. Yeah, it's really bad because I do that on my Kindle all the time. I have like just the regular paperwhite one that's just a reading one. And I read a little too late a lot of nights, and there's nothing to turn it off on me.
There's nothing to police you. Is that
There's
what you're
nothing to
saying?
police me. And now that I can read when it's like dark because it's backlit, it's really bad because I don't even have to have the light on or anything.
I'm like, oh.
Jen says I have no idea where she gets it.
No, none at all. Not me. Okay, so and I already have drop shadows on here.
I've seen that Circle by Disney, Julie. I've just never heard of somebody who's actively using it that I could, really see the questions about it.
Okay, so I have drop shadows on the photos, so I don't have to do those. Isn't that fabulous that I do that for y'all?
It's so wonderful you do that for me. That's how some of my pages look fabulous. I just steal the photo slots off the ones you've done it for me.
Yep. And I do them each template, they all look a little different, and it depends on whether there's, something above or below, or like here, I let the shadow come in because there's this word strip over the top of it. And since I'm leaving, let's go in. Let's play a little bit with the style, shall we? Let's see here. Let's see. Let's do a cardstock texture. Okay, edit, undo apply style. I'm going to clear my layer style. Yeah, what do you think?
I like it.
And then
Aww.
let's see the other paper textures. Paper. Oh
Renee
no,
says
I
that's the frustrating thing about PSP is she can't use the extras designers put on the templates.
okay. I like that texture. It's a little much. Let's see that one. I like that one. Okay.
Love the texture. A hard time finding kits for girls' night out or girls' weekend with wine and cocktails. Julie, I feel like someone has a kit called Girls' Night Out too. Is it Dalis or Delise? I cannot remember how to say your name, but you are like my go-to person in the forum. You always know where kits
yeah,
are.
I believe
I see
there
that you're here.
wasn't
I can
it
call you out. She
life.
LOL'd. She's LOLing at how I pronounced her name. So sorry.
Yeah, I think Little Butterfly Wings has a
Yeah.
we did
There's.
that Life Uncensored collab,
Oh, that's true. Mhm.
and there was one called Drink and Hangry.
Mhm.
That
Kristen Agar
may
has
find
one
something.
called Girls Rule. It's like Dallas with a long E. Dalise. Yes? Yes. Okay.
All right, so I'm going to copy that layer style onto all these pieces of paper.
So I have to stop and think about how to pronounce my long E's because we do spelling around here a lot of times.
How does she say it? I'm sorry, I
Delete.
missed Delise.
Delise. I was sort of close.
Delise. Okay, and then
See, this is the problem with the live chats is I actually have to know how to say names.
rasterize and rasterize and add that
The I
shadow.
makes the E sound in Spanish. Yeah, I learned French.
Yeah, so did I. Okay, so now I have that, and let's do a little shadow on this baby, but I'm not going to use the normal transform. I'm going to use my smudge tool. It's in with the blur and the sharpen, and I try to get it kind of bigger, softer. I'm just going to push it up in the middle a little bit and pull that down. And then when you go out, oh, yes, I like that.
Ooh, that Simpson kit is a good one.
Oh yeah, that
The
is
one by
pretty.
Forever Joy.
Yeah.
And then what was the other one? Somebody wrote the Simpson kit and then Happy Girl. It is sort of tween niches. I know which one you're talking about. When only thing I learned in language class, vidi vici. That's
Yeah.
Italian, but I do not know how to say it. Is that bad? I'm like, I know what that is, what language it is, and that's it. I came, I saw, I conquered. Oh, it's Latin. Oh,
Latin.
sorry. Sort of close to Italian. Yeah, not really. Thanks for being nice about that, but not really. Y'all are sweet,
Nope,
but
I was just wrong. Yeah,
I
we'll
was
just,
just
we'll
wrong. It's
just, I was
okay.
just wrong. It's okay.
Oh,
Okay. So I got this one, these little couple extra ones here. I'm going to do that and then I'm going to be done and then I want to show y'all something.
ooh.
Are you intrigued?
Show me something. Yes, I'm always intrigued.
No, it's just something about
The
templates.
suspense.
The suspense.
Oh, I like that, Amy.
I mean, some of y'all may be doing it already, but we're talking about stretching your stash and reusing kits in the forum and stuff. So, that's what especially when you're making albums and you want a kind of cohesive look, but uh, maybe not necessarily using the same kit. You can, if you have a group of templates that kind of, you have the same vibe in them. Right, let me save that. And I'll do my journaling later. And then I think over here I'm going to add, I'll write about our breakfast, but over here I'm going to add, what the menu was in these little check boxes. So, which I think is cute. Okay, so, all right, I'll just use this one, for instance. All right, so does everybody know how to rotate a whole template? You'll have to let me know what they say, Courtney.
I'm watching. Yes, 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 yes,
Okay,
yes.
so y'all
Yes, I
already
just did. Woohoo.
knew how to do that. But a lot of times I
Ooh, you'll
like
have
to
to try
just,
that in Affinity. Maybe Cheryl knows a smarter way.
to rotate a whole thing.
I like
Um,
that. Just because we know how to
well,
do something doesn't mean we know how to do it an easy way.
I don't think there's any more easy way. I just go to edit, transform, and then you can, rotate, uh, by degrees, or you can do the transform and flip it vertically or horizontally. Um, but what I like to do is pull over pieces that just maybe pieces that I want if I'm wanting to kind of maybe I'm going to make a companion page to this one that only has like one big photo on it. So I'll just, for instance, I'll just grab the background layer and CC, if you press the shift key down while you're dragging from the layer thumbnail, it will center on your, it will put it in the exact spot that it was on the previous canvas. So in other
That's
words,
cool. I didn't know that.
yeah, so if I pull the photo over, shift and pull it over, it will pull
Go to
it
the
in.
same spot.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So, I'm going to
Do you
say
know?
undo drag later. So, but I want all the pieces, not just the photo. So I need to make sure all of those are there and then shift and drag. And that puts it, exactly where it was. So if you need to have it in the exact same space, but let's drag these over. Okay. And
couple of people knew that one. They're excited. I did not know that one. That's how I do it, Renee, is you can image rotate. You just have to make sure you're on the page rotate. It's a great way to center a paper when you drag and drop. That's why we take these classes.
Yeah, so I'm going to kind of make a kind of a coordinating piece to the one. So I'm just kind of turning and rotating. But, you know, I do this for y'all. I try to make templates that will kind of coordinate together. So let's say I want to make another huge, let's do, yeah, it's on square already. So let's say we're going to have a big landscape photo to go with the photo that's already there. We'll turn that layer off for just a second. Okay, so nice big photo. And I'm going to go ahead and rasterize the layer. And I'm going to add my photo edge and shadow. And I'll go ahead and create my layers. And if I unclip this inner stroke, you can see, and I do that by pressing Control G again, you can see that it makes the inner stroke quite large. And I want it to be thinner, like, you know, just a little stroke. So to accomplish that, you control click on the photo. So it makes a selection, and then you make sure you're on the inner stroke layer and choose Control Shift I, which does an inversion, or you can go to select and inverse. And then you can press delete and then unclip, and which is Control G, and then Control D to remove the selection. And then you have that stroke. That's the way it should be, separate and on its own. And then you have the lovely little everything here. So let's see. Let's copy the layer style, the gradient from that photo. And we can just copy and paste it on this big boy. And then you can make your custom shadow.
That's the best part of her recording it, is you can rewatch them.
Okay. So now let's see. I want to pull over my flowers and stuff.
My gradients never look right either. Someday I'll master them, but right now I just use them off Cheryl's stuff or somebody else's stuff because they make them look pretty.
Okay, we'll have a little flower here, and boop, come on now. A little one over here, and a little one down here maybe.
Are you about ready to stop the recording?
Yes, I just want to do this one thing. I'm going to call this Blur's Day. Right?
It is.
It is Blur's Day.
Yep.
And then maybe you have a, you know,
Every day is Blur's day.
Yeah. And we'll have that like over the top. So you can see how quickly, just with a few little pieces that you've moved, that you have a nice little companion.
I like it. Super
But you can
easy.
mix and match. Yeah. So I'm going to save that.
There's
I may
3
pop it
days
in.
of the week, yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
I may share this with y'all. Let's see.
You know what's
Uh,
funny, Kayla? I don't even have a yesterday anymore. I'm just like the other day because I can never remember if it was yesterday or the day before or like last week. So it's like,
okay.
the other day.
I may pop this in the forum for y'all. How's that?
I think it's awesome.
Little freebie. Yep.
Thank you.
Okay.
You're awesome. Woohoo!
All right. Let's turn off the recording because we have another little something something.
Something, something.
Thank you for coming. I'm saying goodbye for the recording. Auf Wiedersehen. Au revoir, my dear. Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.
All right.